From a Mexican villain to a French villain, because I like to keep it diverse.
So once again, Jones, what was briefly yours is now mine.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Andrew here, continuing with a new series that I created called The Villain Spotlight. And if you didn't see the first one, go ahead, check the link above. It is on the Three Amigos El Guapo. And now, The Villain Spotlight is all about making sure that we point out the true heroes of the story, which are actually the pesky villains. I mean, without a good antagonist, there's no reason to watch or read after the protagonist. And this is a series where we go ahead and take a look at these villains and why they are so good at being so bad. And let's get into the main bad guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, not that guy. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes a true villain doesn't get the proper respect that he or she deserves because they get overshadowed by a much cooler bad guy. And yes, he is a much cooler bad guy, I will say that. I mean, he's not one to melt under pressure or anything. I mean, other than that one scene. You know what? I got a great idea. Somebody should make a candle in the image of that guy. I mean, that's like $1 million All right, somebody already did it. Never mind. All right, let's get back on topic here. I'm talking about Dr. Rene Belloq, the main antagonist of the 1981 Best Picture-nominated action-adventure film Raiders of the Lost Ark, the first installment of the Indiana Jones series, but not really the first story chronologically, because if you don't remember, the sequel is actually a prequel. Side note, Belloq was portrayed in the movie by Paul Freeman. And if you think that that is the only movie that Paul Freeman was ever in where he got to play a baddie, guess again. Here are a couple of movies that I really enjoyed that he was in. He was in the movie Hot Fuzz as Reverend Shooter, and he played Professor Moriarty in Without a Clue, starring Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley as Sherlock Holmes and Watson, respectively. And this one is a good one. He was the big bad Ivan Ooze in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. What? So Belloq is a French archaeologist who has beaten Indiana Jones numerous times throughout his career. And when I say that, I mean that Belloq has had history with Indiana Jones that has started at least 15 years prior to Raiders of the Lost Ark. And when I say history, I mean according to comic books and novels and watching the movies, you can see that Belloq's hand is involved in almost every aspect of what we have witnessed in Indiana Jones's life. And also, a young Belloq was supposed to be in the third season of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles before it got canceled, and this is a scene not of Belloq, just the actor portraying him as another character. In the series, he was to be shown befriending Indiana Jones, only later to steal and then sell a crystal skull. Yes! That crystal skull! And in a novel, Belloq gives Indiana information for locating a crystal skull as well. Belloq was originally supposed to end up in the prequel, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but was taken out for some reason. Yet he was still given the backstory of being involved with Lao Che and ends up in the village Mayapur after Jones rescues all the children from the Thuggee cult. He also found that Indiana was in India's Lost Delta, where the Forbidden Eye was discovered. That means that his backstory is tied to a theme park ride. And Belloq is very much Indiana's equal in many retrospects, but as he puts it himself,
I am a shadowy reflection of you. It'll take only a nudge to make you like me, to push you out of the light.
Think of him as if Indiana put himself before the artifacts that he finds. Always the opportunist, Belloq goes ahead and sells the artifacts to the highest bidder, whereas good old Dr. Jones believes that it belongs in a museum. We never really saw Belloq's physical prowess, so I can't say that he's on par with Indy in that category, and I'm going to say that he most likely isn't because Belloq is much more cunning than Indy would ever be. And Belloq is highly intelligent, manipulative, and speaks numerous languages. Besides his native French, he is fluent in English, German, Spanish, and even various indigenous languages like the tribe of the Javitos. That's Doritos, not Javitos. However, Belloq's undoing is not at the hand of Indiana Jones, it is at the undoing of himself, because Belloq wanted to talk to God directly through the Ark of the Covenant. Too bad he didn't know that God was going to be on speakerphone and kaplooey. And if you like this video and you want to see more villain spotlights where I bring up the bad guys and gals from different movies that really push the story forward that might not have gotten the proper respect that they should have gotten, then smash that like button like a villain so I know this is a topic you want to see. Remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.